I medically tattooed my child under the recommendation of a doctor. My daughter Kayla has this rare condition called Klippel-Feil syndrome. Basically, her neck vertebrae are fused together, which means her neck doesn't move like it should, and her head sits weird on her shoulders. The doctors explained that if she ever got hurt and someone tried to move her neck the wrong way, she could become paralyzed or worse. When Kayla was 7, we met with a specialist who laid out all the scary scenarios. 1. Car accidents. 2. Playground falls. 3. Sports injuries. Any first responder or doctor who didn't know about her condition might try to stabilize her neck in a way that could permanently damage her spinal cord. The specialist said we needed to make sure medical personnel would know immediately not to manipulate her neck. He recommended getting a medical alert tattoo right on her upper chest that would be visible even if she was unconscious. At first, I thought he was crazy. Tattoo my 7-year-old? But then he showed me photos of other kids who'd gotten them for similar conditions. They were small, simple, just the basic medical info in clear black letters. The doctor explained that medical jewelry could get lost or removed during trauma care, but a tattoo would always be there. He connected us with a tattoo artist who specialized in medical tattoos and worked with kids. The guy had done hundreds of these procedures and knew exactly how to make it as painless as possible. I talked to Kayla about it, explaining why it was important. She was scared at first, but when I told her it was like getting a special mark that would keep her safe, she got more interested. The tattoo artist let her pick the font and showed her exactly what it would look like. The actual process took maybe 15 minutes. It was just 3 lines. Klippel-Feil syndrome, do not manipulate neck. See medical ID. Kayla gripped my hand, but didn't cry. The artist gave her stickers afterward and told her she was braver than most adults he worked on. For years, everything was fine. Kayla's teachers knew about the tattoo. Her pediatrician approved of it, and we never had any issues. She actually liked having it because it made her feel special and protected. Then last month, Kayla's school called me to come in for a meeting. I figured it was about her grades or maybe a field trip permission slip. Instead, I walked into a room with the principal, the school counselor, and someone from Child Protective Services. They started asking me about Kayla's tattoo. Apparently, her new gym teacher had seen it during a swimming unit and reported it as suspected child abuse. The CPS worker kept asking why I would mark my child permanently and whether I understood the psychological damage I might have caused. I tried explaining about Klippel-Feil syndrome and showed them her medical records, but they weren't hearing it. The CPS worker said medical tattoos on children were extremely unusual and that there were other options I should have explored first. She kept talking about how tattoos on minors were illegal in most states and questioning whether I had proper medical approval. The school counselor suggested that maybe the tattoo was making Kayla feel different from other kids and that I should consider having it removed. I lost it at that point and asked if they would prefer my daughter risk paralysis just so she could look like everyone else. The meeting ended with them opening an official investigation. CPS visited our house twice, interviewed Kayla privately, and made me provide documentation from every doctor who had ever treated her condition. They even contacted the tattoo artist to verify that the procedure had been medically recommended. Kayla was confused and upset by all the questions. She kept asking if she was in trouble and whether they were going to take her away because of her tattoo. I had to explain that some people didn't understand why she needed it, but that we had done the right thing to keep her safe. The whole investigation took 6 weeks. Finally, CPS closed the case when Kayla's specialist wrote a detailed letter explaining that the tattoo was medically necessary and that removing it could put her at serious risk. The school apologized, but the damage was done. Now Kayla covers up her tattoo at school with band-aids because she's embarrassed about all the attention it caused. The tattoo that was supposed to protect her ended up making her feel like a freak. And I'm still getting dirty looks from other parents who think I'm some kind of monster for putting permanent ink on my kid.